At 18:06 or 6:06 p.m. tonight, we received a call here at the Loma Medical Center that there was a suspect, possibly an active shooter, that had planned on actively shooting kids here at the hospital, obviously patients here at the Children's Hospital. We have staff that work here 24/7, so the deputies that work here were immediately on scene, and our allies from across this county and our neighboring county in Riverside were all here within minutes. We have a response of about probably 100 to 200 law enforcement officers that came here. Our SWAT team immediately started organizing the elements as they were responding and assigned them by floors to immediately clear those floors. As they cleared the floors and we started receiving actual ground intelligence, fortunately, I'm able to report that we have not found any victims and we have not found an active shooter as it relates to this call, and the call does appear to be false. I want to commend not just the law enforcement officers that responded here, but the staff here at the hospital. It was very obvious that they practiced and had these protocols. They protected patients by barricading them and preventing a shooter from accessing them. And I can tell you right now, I feel 10 feet tall. I'm so proud of all the law enforcement agencies that responded here. There was no waste of time. They immediately made entry and they did what we are trained to do. And that's try to seek out suspects that would harm anybody, what could potentially be a really drastic situation there. But again, I'm glad to report that's not the case. So I can only imagine the next question is going to be what's next. What's next for us is to try to take the evidence from this call and try to obviously identify the suspects. Unfortunately, I've been part of many of these calls and worked with many of you on what we call swatting calls. Many of these things, the suspects mask these through IP addresses from places that could be even outside the United States or in other countries. It does sound like we do have some evidence available on this specific suspect. I'm going to be very vague about sharing any of that with you right now, because the one thing I want this suspect to know, this is the wrong county to do those things in. As you can see the response of our allies tonight, we don't play. And if there is evidence and we can find you, you better watch your door because we're going to be kicking it.